Merry Christmas and prosperous New Year to you all. I wish you a season of celebration, love, and happiness. You are welcome. But the big question is, what are the deep revelations about Christmas? Or does it just end in the birth of Jesus? You will find out in this video. Stay with me. You see, the mystery of Christmas actually started from the book of Revelation chapter 12 from verse 7 down. It was recorded that a fight happened in heavens between that ancient serpent and dragon named Satan and God. But at the end, this ancient serpent and dragon was defeated and was thrown down into the earth by God with all his angels and supporters. Now, in verse 12 of that same Revelation chapter 12, it was recorded, "Woe unto the inhabitants of the earth and the sea, for that ancient dragon and serpent has been thrown down into you with his full anger and wrath." Now you can believe with me that that ancient serpent called Satan had earlier planned a coup against God and his government in heaven. But then he failed and was thrown down into the earth, where he had the opportunity to establish his own government. Remember also that the government of Satan is the government of darkness, and the story of Revelation chapter 12 actually happened even before humans were created. Now you see, that ancient dragon and serpent called Satan, he actually planned a coup against the government of God in heaven. But when he failed and was thrown down into the surface of the earth, he decided to establish a government of his own on earth. I believe he was like, okay, if I can't have the heavens, at least let me have my own earth. Remember also that the government of the devil is a government of darkness. And also, the story of Revelation chapter 12 actually happened even before human beings were created. That's far, far long ago. And that is why in Genesis chapter 1, when God began the creation of every other thing, because he had earlier, as far back as the beginning, created the heavens and the earth, it was recorded that the earth was filled with darkness. This is because the devil, that ancient serpent, had earlier established a government of his own, which is a government of darkness on earth. But after God created man, in the book of Genesis chapter 2 verse 27, God discovered that humans cannot survive the cruelty of devil's government. That is why he started sending one prophet and another, from prophet Moses to Joshua and the rest of them. But why did he send them? He sent them so as to liberate man from the cruelty of devil's government. But all these men could not achieve that single purpose. This thing continued till the book of Isaiah chapter 6 verse 8, when God started asking, who will I send? Who will go for me and snatch government of the earth away from that ancient serpent called devil or Satan? Here, Jesus himself accepted to be sent to the earth. And that is why in the book of Isaiah chapter 9 verse 6, it was written, "For unto us a child is born, unto us a son is given, and the government shall be upon his shoulder." That is to say, that this Jesus will overthrow the government of Satan on earth. The book of Hebrews chapter 10 verse 9 made it clearer when it said, "For this Jesus will take away the first government, which is the government of the devil, and establish the second government, which is the government of God." So we don't just celebrate the birth of Jesus during Christmas. Rather, we celebrate the beginning of divine coup against the government of Satan on earth, which is the government of darkness and cruelty against man. Now you must understand that whosoever is still under the government of Satan is not eligible to celebrate Christmas. You cannot be a child of the devil and you are celebrating Christmas, because the actual purpose of Christmas is yet to be actualized in your life. So what is this all about? While we shout Merry Christmas and Prosperous New Year, it is actually a moment for us to rethink and take a look at our lives. Is our life reflecting the government of God or the government of that ancient serpent called Satan? If your life is reflecting the government of God, congratulations, you are eligible to celebrate Christmas. But if your life is still reflecting the government of Satan, which is the government of darkness and cruelty, my dear, you are not eligible to celebrate Christmas. What will you do? You need to come back to your senses and submit your life to Jesus. In that way, you will be submitted under the government of God, which is the government of light and the government of love. Remain blessed wherever you are around the world. Once again, Merry Christmas and enjoy your season. Kindly click the subscription button if you have not subscribed to this channel. For over here, we talk about the Bible and encourage the faith of Christians all over the world. And also share this video to bless more people around the world. Remain blessed.